Welcome back to the Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. The Kansas 100 for the NASCAR Winston West Series in the books. Frank Kimmel, the winner. Kenny Wallace, an exciting duel to the checkered flag with John Wood.
It was incredible, and here he is, your winner.
Kimmel climbing out, certainly no stranger to victory lane, leads 29 of the 100 laps here today. And remember, he came from one lap down early on after that cut tire. He was one of the first drivers here to have tire problems today. He gets to victory lane in a hurry. Let's go downstairs to Brent and talk to him.
All right, guys, Frank Kimmel joins us now. And Frank, how about that move when they dropped the green after the caution?
Well, it was just had a good run. John was having a little trouble on restarts all day, and he tried to block, but he treated me really clean, and he's got a lot of nerve. He drove on the outside of me there. He wasn't watching this race very good. I don't think he should have been on the outside, but he had a great motor too. But I got to thank Joe Ryan. He put this motor together, and man, that's the first time I've driven a 9-1 that had that much power forever. It was a really good motor.
Well, congratulations, Frank Kimmel, your winner. Back up to you guys.
Kimmel showing the effects of the heat, 150 miles of very warm action here at the Kansas Speedway. Wood and Hillenberg with a good run today, and then Gaughan and Woodside, the rest of the top 5, Kenny.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Mark Reed coming in 6th, Eric Norris, Austin Cameron, my man, Troy Klein, and Mike David rounding out the top 10.
Good run for Klein, too, one of his best outings of the year in that 11th car. Of course, the big prize is the season championship coming up at the end of the year. Mark Reed has been in command there for much of the way as we take a look at 11th through 20th. Bill Sedgwick, Sellers. Jim Woods a lap down, still gets 13th ahead of Herschel McGriff and Scott Gaylord. Borneman with that wreck and oil fire still gets 16th out of it. Sammy Potashnik with big problems as well. Steve Portengay had troubles today, as did Mike Duncan. Jason Small got into the fence, still finishes 20th. And you have Ash and O'Neill, Saito and Richards rounding out the running order here today in the Kansas 100. Meantime, let's look at the points. Reed adds to his lead just ever so slightly over Gaughan, Cameron, Norris, and Portengay, all very close.
Wow, I'm going to tell you what, these guys can't afford to have anything happen. You can drop from 4th to 10th in a heartbeat.
Sure can, as we take a look at the second 10 in points. Former champion Sedgwick, Potashnik, who had problems today. Klein had a good run today, as did Herschel McGriff. And Tim Woods, even though he was a lap down, sits 15th in points. Then you've got a big gap back to Sellers, Ross Thompson, who didn't run here this weekend, Duncan, and Bean. But a great run for the drivers at the head of the pack. Frank Kimmel comes home the winner, and he will do double duty here today. He'll run the 200-lap ARCA event coming up in just a short time. John Wood in that 50 car, making his 3rd Winston West start of the season. Got a lot of valuable experience, I think, today.
Boy, he did. I mean, this kid's coming on. He's being groomed to be in one of those Roush cars or one of the Woods Brothers cars. Look out, about 4 to 5 years, he'll be Winston Cup. The
19-year-old certainly got plenty of self-confidence. Obviously is not afraid of a close battle, as we saw, as he just put the fender to Frank Kimmel in an effort to win. Let's talk to the second-place finisher.
Thanks a lot, guys. John Wood joins us now. And, John, just your initial reaction after finishing this race.
Well, I guess I was fortunate to finish it because of all the tire problems that everybody had been having. I think I talked with you about this earlier in the day. You know, the tires just blistered up terribly bad, and Frank and Brendan Gaughan and I had already planned that we were just going to ride for the first 80 laps or so, and as it turned out, that's what happened.
With 2 laps to go, you had the lead as they got out of the caution and got back into racing. What happened there right on the restart?
Well, I knew I was a sitting duck because the transmission that we were running is a little bit different than everybody else's, and it's not as good in 3rd gear. So I knew he was going to get around me more than likely, and I was just trying to plan how I was going to get back by him again.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, man.
John Wood finishes 2nd. He has 3 starts now on the Winston West Series. He's finished 2nd twice, still looking for that first victory. Back up to you guys.
What do you think? John Wood, pretty heady young race driver.
Wow, Rick, I think that was a great interview. John, if you're watching this, you answered everything we wanted to know today. You told us you rode. Now let's watch this. Here is Kimmel taking the lead.
This is another look back at what happened in the final couple of laps here today at Kansas, sweeping by the 4 of Mark Reed, taking Wood with him. Now here's the move that everybody's going to be talking about, the contact.
Wow, tires under the white line, totally under the white line. Hey, forget it. Here's what we're looking at. Look at Frank Kimmel. Look at him. Look at him. He's got talent, man.
Dirt track in that race car to keep it off the wall.
That was great. That was awesome.
Now, I would have thought that he would have torn up the tires unbelievably there and really taken himself out of contention.
That's right, but here's what John Wood told us. 3rd gear, no good of a 3rd gear. Need a new transmission, cost him the race.
Kimmel sweeping by with just a couple of laps to go there. But he was able to hang on and ride home the rest of the way. Wood tried mightily, on the final lap. Not this lap, but the next lap after they got the 1 to go. Down into 3 here.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Great interview. Told us that he'd been riding all day long. That's why he was so fast at the end. John Wood riding all day long, taking care of his tires.
Kimmel didn't give him any room to work with as they took the white flag. But now when you come around the second corner and to the top of the backstretch, take a look at the move by John Wood. Sets himself up going to the high side here.
Just because it's gray doesn't mean it won't stick.
It stuck well for him, and I thought Wood had Kimmel at this point. He got almost a car length ahead.
I thought he had it for sure, but he didn't have him cleared, so he couldn't get down in front of him.
Kimmel able to hang on the bottom side of the racetrack, and then off the corner you can see the 50 car just push up high.
Yeah, not as much adhesion, a different corner than turn 2.
And that was it. Kimmel taken off to victory here at the Kansas Speedway. So the veteran Frank Kimmel in his first Winston West start comes home a big winner here today, breaking in a brand new speedway in the Midwestern part of the United States. For Brett Stover and for Kenny Wallace, I'm Rick Benjamin congratulating Frank Kimmel and the Larry Clement team. We'll see you next time here on Fox Sports Net.